Good morning, guys, and welcome to my channel. Today, guys, we are going to do somewhat of a Juvia's Place makeup look today, and I'm gonna keep it very simple. This is not gonna be anything long, drug out, or too intricate to do. After all, it's about what the thumbnail is with Juvia's Place. Okay, so again, like I said, I'm going to keep everything minimal. And without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, guys, let's go. So, first off, before we get started, let me go ahead and say Happy New Year to everyone. Okay, I appreciate and very grateful of those that had subscribed to my channel. Most appreciated coming from Miss Pam. I hope everyone have a continuous, blissful year. Okay, I hope everyone prospers in whatever their endeavor is. So, outside of that, guys, I've already done moisturized the face. The brows are done, apparently, as you can see. And if you see a little spot here on my little lounge around, okay, I just dropped some oil, of course, on my shirt when I was moisturizing my face. Okay, I did use my sweet almond oil, as you see here. This is some good stuff. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive into this video. Now, I will be using a few of Juvia's Place's products, hence the thumbnail. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to do any priming. I'm just going to dive right in with some foundation. Now, I was going to use my Juvia's Place foundation. I had bought this in the shade Nairobi 410. When I tell you, I don't have my glasses on, so just know that I leave everything in the description box. But it's too dark, so I misjudged that. I'm going to go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Okay, so, and this is in the shade Butter Pecan. Excuse me. So, okay, Miss Juvia's Place. I don't know if you guys have experienced Juvia's Place with their customer service. Okay, so and I'm going in randomly while I chat because normally I'm doing the eyes first, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw the foundation on. So anyway, I have um, seen some random videos over time, of course, concerning Juvia's Place and their customer service. Excuse me. So I'm sure not everyone um, has a bad taste in their mouth with Juvia's Place, and I too was once one of those people. Okay, so I have purchased several, okay, items from Juvia's Place and never had an issue with them. Okay, never had an issue with them. But here lately, the items I've been purchasing were just, things that I just wanted that I didn't have. Not that I needed it, but just because I wanted it. And of course, since we was already on top of the holidays, they was, of course, running a huge sale. So it was the perfect opportunity to, grasp some of these few items that I wanted in my collection, right? Okay. So it started out um, with me purchasing the um, Warrior 2 palette. Okay, this palette here, and I'm sure as everyone is familiar with Juvia's Place in their makeup line. Okay, so I purchased that, and when I purchased that quite some time ago. Okay, but not a long time, but quite some time ago. Now, here's my problem. When I purchased this eyeshadow palette, it came to me very distraught. Okay, so one of the shades was shattered. Okay, and it was not properly wrapped. And again, I've bought several eyeshadow palettes from Juvia's Place, other products from Juvia's Place, and never had that problem or never encountered what I'm talking about now, what this video is about now. So anyway, I took pictures, okay, and everything when I opened the package, reached out to them, and they justified it with no problem, sent me another one, a replica of the same thing, and cool, I was fine with that. Okay, so this is the second palette, okay, because the first one I gave to my daughter, okay, because I'm like, she liked the eyeshadow palette as well. She very seldom wear makeup, but since it was just that one shadow shattered and they sending me a replacement, then I went ahead and gave it to her, right? So now this is the palette they replaced with and sent to me. Okay, again, an exact replica. And again, this palette has not been used, and I'm trying to tilt it so you guys can see it without the eyeshadow falling out. And again, the shadow was broken. Okay, this is the Warrior 2 palette. Never have been used. Okay, still. So, okay, here we go again. Okay, now this one was broke too, because it was also the black shade in the one that I gave my daughter. Let me go ahead and get my eyelids prepped. I'm going in, of course, with two of Juvia's Place's concealers here in the shade 14 and 15. So I'm going to use the 14 on the eyelids as well as under the eye. Okay, so anyway, yeah, so I'm like, okay, I'm not going to make no big deal out of it. That one came to me broken as well. And since they rectified it by sending me a second one, I just make do with it. Okay, again, no problem. So here recently, Juvia's Place, again, running a great sale. Again, holiday time. Okay, so I decided to purchase a few other things from Juvia's Place. Now, let me say this before I move forward. This ain't about the price of what I paid for each individual item. Let's make that clear. Okay, I'm not being petty because it only cost me XYZ. Because again, like I said, it was during a great holiday sale. We just, holiday time. And it was the perfect time to pick up some of these items I wanted in my collection of Juvia's Place. Okay, so with that being said, okay, I purchased 5 more items. Okay, 5 more items. It was a total of 3 foundation sticks and 2 palettes, 2 more palettes that I didn't have. Okay, so they had these things at a price that was a steal. Do you hear me? A steal. So when I seen that, I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta get that, Okay, so I felt like, oh yeah, I have to get that. I definitely have to grasp those items for the prices that they had them for. Okay, now I'm going to insert with you guys what I purchased. Again, I purchased 5 items. So here's the insert. Now, as you can see, they were still sitting up in the original box that everything came in and the receipt. Okay, and I took a separate picture of the receipt, as you also saw. Now, I reached out to Juvia's Place again because the 5 items that I purchased were not in this package. They only sent me 4, right? So I had an eyeshadow palette that was missing. Now they had this sale going on with certain eyeshadow palettes for $6. $6 for the mini eyeshadow palettes. One was the Masquerade mini palette, and the other was the Magic mini palette. Again, this ain't have nothing to do with the price of what I paid for the item, okay? Again, this is not me being petty by any means. If the item was worth $20 and I wanted it, then I would have purchased it. And actually, I think it was more like the coffee shop palette with that many shades in it. Okay, so I did purchase that too, by the way. Haven't even done a review on it yet. But I'm definitely a neutral girl. Okay, I'm sure you guys have seen it, haven't used it. So I'm definitely a neutral girl. So that was a must have with that palette. Okay, so I got that at full regular price. Now, getting back to these 5 items I had purchased, yeah, so in the package, as you saw, there were only 4 items. Now, I reached out to Juvia's place. Like I said, had no problems with them before. Now, here's where it starts getting, sideways for me. I get, they're busy too. I wasn't expecting an immediate response, although that would have been the correct way to handle things. When I say immediate, I'm speaking in terms of within 24 hours, immediate. That's not asking too much from customer service. But instead, I didn't get that. Okay, I didn't get that. But I didn't, I wasn't making a whole lot of hoop about it. I just assumed, like I said, it's holiday time. I'm getting ready to set my concealer under the eye with this eyeshadow palette. By Maybelline Fit Me. Okay, in the shade Medium Deep 30. So anyway, I had, to sum it all up, made a total, guys, of over 5 emails I sent to their support team, okay, to justify the situation at hand about the 4 items I received, and I was missing one. Okay, so out of over 5 attempts of reaching out to them, I finally get a response. Okay, now in that response, it tells me that they have received my request and it is being looked into, to make a long story short, to sum it up. So with that being said, I'm like, okay, but then here's the thing. I never heard anything more about it, right? And that went on for over a week. Again, 5 attempts before I got a response. And then it goes a week past that after I finally get a response. And I still haven't heard anything about the product I had purchased, right? So what I do, I reach out to them again. This time, I decide to go into their website again. And now, I'm feeling some kind of way because I shouldn't have had to attempted to make that many responses to reach out to you guys on a product that is you guys' product. And I, as a consumer, have purchased these items no matter the price, but still, my money, I had purchased what I had wanted and I didn't receive it, right? Okay, now, shortly after that, then, after a week of responding to them again, I make another response, because I realized, okay, after going through their website, I see no other kind of way of contacting them other than through their support team, via email. Again, I throws another email out, and in that email, I expressed to them how many times that I had reached out to them, and I was not satisfied with them not responding to my requests. And I also let them know how many times not only did I respond to them, but it was just unacceptable. Okay, unacceptable, period. And I'm not a hard person to deal with, because I do understand, people are busy. It's holiday time, not quite, because when I purchased these things, it was a little bit before, a ways before the holiday. So they had ample enough time to get it right, get it to me still, way before the holidays even came upon us. Okay, so let's make that clear. But I'm, giving, throwing out all kind of angles here, not to justify, okay? I didn't even expect them to expedite it, because there was no reason for them to. Like I said, it was plenty of time for them to justify the situation and send me the product in which I had already paid for. Okay, so now I finally get a response, and the response lets me know that what they did was refunded me for the palette that I didn't receive. Okay, now here's my thing. I'm just going to go into Juvia's Place's Duo Bronzing Palette here, and just adding a little color to the eyes. Like I said, we keeping it simple, not doing much. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to take one of Juvia's Place's eyeshadow brushes. Okay, so I'm going into the lighter shade at the top, just to sweep a little color over the eyelids. Not going anywhere, just, kind of freshening up a bit. So anyway, so they refunded me for that palette. Now, it took me, that many attempts for them to, or for me to get a response that was satisfactory to the merchandise I had purchased. Again, unacceptable. Now, I didn't request or ask for a refund in any of the email I had sent them on multiple occasions. I didn't want a refund. Like I said again, the palette was on sale like so many other items that they had for next to nothing. And that's what made me snatch it up. So I didn't care about what the price was, and they refunded it, because what the price cost, what the palette was, because the amount of the palette was not going to make me or break me. Okay, they had, I don't know if I already mentioned, but let me mention it to you now. They had these mini palettes, or certain mini palettes, the Masquerade mini palette, the Magic mini palette. They had these things on sale for $6. That's what made me want. I'm like, and I didn't have neither one of those in my collection. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna snatch those up. Like I said, it ain't even about the daggone price. Okay, so getting back to what I was saying, they refunded me the $6 for the palette, the 6 and some change, including the tax. Now, here's the thing. Again, like I said, I didn't ask for the refund. I'd rather had the palette I had purchased and asked for. Okay, now here's the thing. Not once did they explain in the email what happened. Sorry for my inconvenience. Another duplicate of the palette, or was going to be sent to me. None of that. I didn't get none of that. Okay, so now I'm feeling some kind of way. Because I mean, for real, it's ain't even business like. Okay. And another thing, I don't know, again, if maybe I'm just not aware of it, or just maybe I even overlooked it even. Okay. So what I'm referring to is that when I reached out to Juvia's Place on multiple occasions and went to their website, I don't like that there was no toll-free customer service number. Okay. The only thing I could find was that it was reach out to them and explaining what your issue is through their support Juvia's Place team, in which I did. Okay, so with that being said, I'm gonna go into one of Colourpop's eyeshadow palettes, guys, acquired, and I'm only gonna dip into the black here. Okay, so with that being said, I was like, okay, this is the only means of contact for these people, for this company. I'm like, surely this company have to have a phone line. Okay, that's, I never even thought about it before. And I'm sure it's because I never had any problems with Juvia's Place. And I bought many things from Juvia's Place. It's not even about the product itself, because I love their products. Okay, I love their products. But I must say, I'm taking a very tiny Juvia's Place brush here and dipping into that black a little bit. But, I must say, I am very disappointed with Juvia's Place on that. I really am. I don't know if, they possibly sold out of the product, and I would have been okay with that, because if that was the case, then say so. Okay, no harm done. And I'll just wait, when y'all get another stock in, you would let me know that as soon as you get another stock in, the item that I purchased will be shipped to me. But again, none of that was mentioned. Okay, so I'm like, wow. So they just, refunded the little piece of change. Again, that few dollars ain't gonna make me or break me, nor did I ask for a refund. I preferably wanted the eyeshadow palette. And still, don't have the eyeshadow palette. No one said we are no longer marketing that item anymore, or that item is no longer available anymore. Nothing. No explanation of any kind. Okay? And I felt like, no, that's unacceptable, like I said. So I don't like how things was handled with that on their end at all. So with that being said, with that being said, I'm done. I'm done with Juvia's Place. I really am. Again, it's not about the product at all. I'm going in with a small Morphe brush, guys, to blend that out. But it's not about their product at all. Again, I love their product. But also, again, like I said, this is unacceptable. Unacceptable. I think it was definitely handled very poorly on their behalf, and they should have rectified that. I'm still waiting on a response back from that, and again, that has been at least over a week already. So I came to the conclusion. I'm going into, guys, my Maybelline face setting powder here, and I'm just gonna set my face real quick. everywhere I apply the foundation. Again, going in with one of Juvia's Place's fat fluffy brush. So yeah, I was, you know, definitely feeling some kind of way, definitely. And I'm like, again, like I said, ain't heard anything more about that at all. Still, right now, today, still. So I've just came to the conclusion. I'm going back into that Juvia's Place Duo bronzing palette, guys. I've just came to the conclusion that I'm just going to chalk it up as done. I even went back to their website, and I'm going into the darker brown here to define my nose a little bit. I even went back into their website and scaled through, and I didn't even see the mini masquerade palette at all on the website. At all. Not even in some of their bundles. And of course, in which I wasn't interested in purchasing a bundle, but I never even seen the masquerade palette at all. And I went through their website on a couple of occasions. And I'm like, okay, did they just do away with that eyeshadow palette? And if that's the case, then that's fine. That's fine. You know, would I have liked that? Of course not. But I would have accepted it. It is what it is. But you never said anything. You never told me anything. No, we are, unfortunately, you know, that palette is no longer available. A mistake on our behalf of A, B, C, D. You know what I'm saying? And we apologize for that. So we have, you know, refunded you, you know, your funds back to your account. Okay. Even if you had done that much of consideration to even say that's what happened, if that's what happened, but I would have accepted that and took that. Okay, so, but again, that wasn't it. That wasn't it at all. So, yeah, I was like, okay, really? Really, Juvia's Place? So I said, you know, I'm done. You know, I'm done with Juvia's Place. I really am. I will no longer purchase any more products from Juvia's Place at all. Okay, so let me go ahead and apply my lashes and liner. And I'll be back to finish up this video or Juvia's Place rant with you guys. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm back. The lashes are on. How well they on, I don't know. But, you know, again, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just piddling around the house and just want to put myself together to have this conversation with you guys. So, anyway, you know, everything that I used is will be in the description box below. So, anyway, I'm just going to go in with a lip liner here from Amazon. Okay, and I'm just going to slightly outline my lips. Just going in with some gloss here by Marc Jacobs. Just a little bit. Okay, so. Okay, guys. This is it, like I said. It was all about keeping the face simple. So, yeah. So, let's, you know, round everything up or, you know, go ahead and seal the deal with this. Like I said, I am done with Juvia's Place. Again, that's just unacceptable for me. You know, I can't speak for anyone else. But you guys, don't hesitate to let me know. Leave a comment down below if you've ever experienced anything just ridiculous with their support team, you know, their customer service skills. And it's sad because, you know, so many companies, even if it's a fast food restaurant in your hometown. Honey, most of the the customer service skills is just went out the door, blown away. I don't know. But a little bit of common courtesy goes a long way. It really does. And again, let me reiterate, it's not even about the value of any such item, whether it's a hamburger or a lipstick or an eyeshadow palette. It's the principle of it. Okay, so, and with that being said, like I said, I'm done. I will not purchase any more items from Juvia's Place. Hopefully they watch this video. Hopefully they seeing this video, okay? Because I'm okay with that. Trust and believe. But anyway, yeah, leave me a comment down below if anyone has experienced poor customer service from Juvia's Place. If you have, I definitely understand. And those who haven't, hey, kudos to you. Because like I said, this ain't something I experienced on a regular basis with Juvia's Place. Because like so many of you guys, I've also purchased a lot of their cosmetic items, you know what I mean? And more preferably, their eyeshadow palettes. And again, I love Juvia's Place's product, but their customer service, no. And because of that, I would no longer purchase any more items from them. So I'm not going to continue this rant on. This is just a simple everyday look that I came up with, or that I had only planned on doing. Let me say that. I told you in the beginning I was going to keep it simple, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so this is a look you could definitely put together in no time, literally no time, and out the door to take care of whatever, just looking like you took the time, you took the effort to make yourself look presentable when you step away from the home. Okay, so yeah, you don't have to go over the top or with any extra eyeshadows or anything of that nature. Like I said, I kept it fairly simple. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, please. I would greatly appreciate that. So again, guys, I want to say Happy New Year to you guys. Hopefully your new year in 2023 be even more prosperous for you as 2022 was. So with that being said, God bless to you and all your loved ones and friends alike. And Miss Pam will talk to you guys later. Have a blessed day, guys. Bye.